out on the road, I wanted to talk about our spring planting. So I know it's mid-February, and the temperature isn't exactly what you would think for getting your garden ready, getting things ready for your garden. So I wanted to let you know that's not true. Now is the most important time for you if you're sprouting seeds yourself, you're amending soil, getting ready for planters, raised beds, or just to add in your dig outs for your plants in your garden, or to till in the soil, depending on what type of planting you're doing. So, you know, it's central Alabama here, Birmingham area, and it's 1 in the afternoon. Temperatures, well, my car says 38 degrees, the weather app says 36 degrees, so it's chilly, but now is the time you want to be getting your seeds ready for planting. So I do a staggered germination, and it helps with two things. One, you get your things that are a little more cold hardy, your peas and several other things in the ground early, and you're ready as soon as temperatures cooperating. And two, you don't have too much going on at one time. So what I will do is get my peas and things that are a little more cold hardy, that can take a light frost. I get them in the ground, 10 weeks or so ahead of the last suspected frost date, because peas and things can take like your sweet peas can take a light frost and they'll be fine. Even a little sprout can take a little bit of frost, so it's not going to hurt them, and they'll be fine. So then I'll come in with some of my normal plantings, 6 to 8 weeks before the first frost date, and put those in the ground. And those are going to be some of my tomatoes, some of my other vegetables, and then lastly, which I don't have to worry about peppers as much, even though I bought another couple of varieties to start. I have my pepper plants I overwintered in the garage. Today I went through and picked off all the fruit from them, and I'm gonna trim them back good tomorrow. And with this cool spell, they're just kind of idle, but they're still sprouting some peppers because the weather and temperature in the garage is slightly more regulated than outside. So got them ready. I've also got some planters ready to transplant them into right before I put them out, something a little larger. And then there are some other, your heat lovers, really your watermelons, things like that, you want to do last. You want to either, if you're going to direct sow them outside, or if you're going to sprout them inside and move them out, you want to save those peppers, melons, things like that for very last, because they love warm weather and they love lots of moisture. So you can put those in the ground last. There are some other things, your squashes can go in late, your eggplants can go in late, but I want to get an early start. I want to get some things growing, so I'm getting ready to get some peas and put them in some starter trays and sprout them. So this video is basically just telling you what I've got going on, what we're going to be doing coming up. I'm going to be doing a video on soil, maybe tomorrow, maybe this week, depends on how much I've got going on with the beehives. I've got almost all my frames assembled to go in the boxes, and I did purchase a flow hive, so we're going to adapt one of the supers for the flow hive frames so we can harvest honey without having to put it in the extractor and all that. But we won't get any wax from it, but that's fine. Ease and simplicity for a little honey harvest will go a long way. So we've got that going on, and like I said, we're going to be doing a video on soil. I've got in the garage, I have the big tub of soil that I've been amending over winter, with coffee grounds, some ground up eggshells, and actually I take my eggshells, if I go to Captain D's or any seafood place and I get some stuffed crabs and shrimp, I'll take the shrimp tail, shrimp peelings, and just to crisp them up. Same thing with the eggshells. And then I'll put them all in a blender, and I have a blender cup and thing and blades, one in the Ninja, dedicated to grinding that up. So I'll crush it a little bit, break it up into smaller pieces, then put it in the blender, blend it up good, and then go just pour it on the soil and mix it in. You know. So I also dump my coffee grounds in. I split all this up between this amending bin and the worm bins. So I also take, you know, banana peels, my avocado peels, all that, and I put in my worm bin. The orange peels, because I'm trying to go with more organic fruit and vegetable diet. Orange peels and things, onions, things like that, go into the outside composting bin. But my worm bins, I'll also put, you know, just some vegetable clippings like the butts of my asparagus, and things like that. So, just wanted to say hello, guys. Even though it's cold outside, almost freezing, and we have a chance of winter weather coming up, possibly. You never know in Alabama. They'll say it's going to snow. Be prepared. Watch out for the ice, and nothing. Cancel schools, cancel work, and then boom, they say, oh, it's just going to be a light dusting, and then you're snowed in or iced in for 2 days. So you never know around here. We're not really prepared for it. You know, I've been out west in the upper, not southwest, but you know, upper New Mexico, Colorado. You get 7-8 inches overnight, and boom, the next day you're on the road. But here, you get 7 or 8 inches over a day or two period, and the world shuts down. So if you're inside, it's cold, you want to be working on something, get a tub out, start amending your soil, get your planters ready, and look up. I'll post the video when I do my seed starters with the peas and things on what you can plant first, what you can start early, and then what you can start second, and then what you want to wait until the weather, you know, till well after there's any danger of frost and getting those things in the ground. So in the meantime, keep on digging it, stay warm, and keep growing. Thanks, guys.